Hey guys and gals, how are y'all on this Saturday morning? I'm driving in Pennsylvania, just about to get into the state of Ohio. I've got Lake Champlain 500 miles in my rearview mirror. I weighed in at 3:30 yesterday afternoon, and by the time we did a few interviews, signed some autographs, got away from there at 5:30. Drove till pretty late last night, got up early this morning driving again. I've got a little over 500 miles to go to Evansville, Indiana. Miraculously, they got my truck fixed this week. Can you believe that? They got my my Ram Rebel, the front end completely redone, and I'm going to be there sometime this evening and pick that truck up, swap everything out of this truck. What an incredible car dealership Expressway is there in Evansville and Mount Vernon, Indiana. They're just they performed a miracle this week to get that truck done while I was gone. It's been a busy week. Golly, the Lake Champlain tournament, I just have to report on that for a second. I'm embarrassed, but that's just the way it is. It was really a train wreck. You know, it was. I thought Lake Champlain was the one lake that I could probably fish. I'm driving in the rain right now in Ohio, so I'm being really careful. I thought that was probably the one lake I could fish without any practice, because when you run into fish, you're going to run into a bunch of them, and I felt like that would happen that first day. It did not. The first day I never caught a fish until 10:30 in the morning. I didn't want to stop where there was other boats, because these guys have been out there practicing for 3 days. I didn't want to jump on anybody else's fish. I just don't believe in doing that. And so all the places I stopped, there wasn't anybody. And that'll kind of tell you something. But I caught 3 fish on a spinnerbait that day, 1 largemouth and 2 smallmouth. But that's all I caught. And I was down at the bottom of the standings just about, and not quite last, but close to it. And so the next day was just a matter of going out there and practicing again that second day. And you know, and I really should have caught a limit the second day. I still only caught 3 fish. They were all smallmouth. They were larger than the ones I had the first day, but stayed down toward the end of the standings there. But I could have had an opportunity to catch them there. You know, I caught my first fish on a topwater, but I had lost a really nice one that I come up and ate that topwater right off the bat, and it came unbuttoned, and I lost another fish on a Lucky Strike pow stick. Fishing it weightless. I moved to weightless that second day. I had a small weight on it the first day, and so, you know, and then I missed 2 more fish. So I'd had about 4 bites, didn't have a fish in the boat. I finally did catch a nice smallmouth on my topwater. Missed 2 or 3 more. I had a really good opportunity there. They just were not buttoning up on that topwater like they should have, and so I just in a quandary and in a mess there, and I caught finally. I moved in an area and found a few beds around there. Most of the beds had been plucked. There were no fish on them. I did find a fish on a bed and caught it. I guess it was probably my largest fish of the day. And I caught another one in that same area, just throwing that pow stick without a weight on it. And that was it. That's all I had, was those 3 fish. I still had a couple hours left of the day. I was 1:30 and I didn't weigh in until 3:30. So I had a couple hours and just could not get another bite. Not one single bite did I get after that. And so it was pretty much of a train wreck. A little misfortune there that first morning, just 2 or 3 miles after takeoff, I hit a giant boat wave and flew up in the air. And when I came back down, it just it cratered my trolling motor. I busted the bracket, and my trolling motor was just barely hanging on. And I did manage to fish all day, but then I got Ranger put me on a new trolling motor bracket that first evening, and so yesterday I had a good trolling motor to use all day. It's just those things happen, and it was just really kind of my own fault. I didn't have that thing completely fastened down near like I should have, and I didn't have the kickstand on this one, and I hadn't hit a wave like that in a long time. But T&H has got a new little bracket that you put on there that locks it solid, and it can't move no matter how big a weight. And I'm gonna call T&H and get one of those brackets or a couple of them this week and put on this boat, and so I'll be prepared for those big giant waves if I hit them again. But all in all, it's been a great trip so far. That's the only thing I've torn up really is that trolling motor and on that big high wave that first morning of the tournament. that kind of sets the stage for a difficult day, I guess. I don't know. And then I lose 2 fish right after that. So I don't know. It's just one of those deals. It's tournament fishing. I've had good tournaments before, bad tournaments before. I've turned over boats, sucked boats, busted stuff up over these 54 years of tournament fishing, and I don't know whether I'm going to fish next year or not. I'm going to just let God make that decision for me. He'll tell me what I need to do, if I need to fish year number 55 or not. In the meantime, we're going to have a great 2019. We're going to be doing a lot of videos every day. You know, we've had a real slow month as far as adding people to YouTube. We added about 7,000 or 8,000 to Facebook. All of you new people that's on Facebook, if you will share some of our videos out there and try to get people to, you know, like this over on YouTube. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We don't put the same stuff up on both YouTube and Facebook. But so if you're on Facebook, get on that YouTube channel. If you're on our YouTube channel, I get over there on Facebook. Most of you are. I think most of the folks. We've only got about a little under 12,000 people subscribed on YouTube, and over 275,000 on Facebook. So some of you Facebook folks, get over there on that YouTube channel, and you'll enjoy it, you'll like it, and it's a great way to, we're going to post this stuff all the time, but we've just had a really slow month in June there. Only added about 1,000 people, and we need to be adding, you know, about 100 a day really is what we need to be adding over there to you know, make it worthwhile to keep doing those YouTube videos. So share. The more you share, the better off it is. But anyway, we're only 510 miles down from Evansville, Indiana, driving in the rain, and we got interstate pretty much all the way. So see you later, guys and gals. Just praying for a safe trip back home. You see me out here on the highway, honk and holler and wave. We've had people taking pictures this morning in this beautiful rig. So blessed to be able to do what I do, even though it's been a really hard tournament. I just thank God for allowing me to play that game, and we're going to keep playing it. We're going to keep having fun, going to keep fishing and enjoying life every single day. Thank you, Lord. See you later, guys and girls.